Hey everybody! Happy Wednesday! It's Lunch with the Doc. We're here at Laguna Beach Beer Company. We're super excited to be here, and I'm here with Rob.
Hello.
He's one of the owners of Laguna Beach Beer Company, and this is just an awesome place. We're so happy to be here.
We are too.
Yay!
Gosh, it's been a long time coming, but we're so stoked and about to complete 1 year here.
I know you guys, at the end of this month, it'll be a year that you've been here.
That's right.
That's so exciting. This place is amazing. And I like what you guys call it, just your community place to come, hang out. And that's really what it's turned into.
And that's what we aim for. Just a place for everyone to come by, hang out with family, friends, dogs, kids, after a softball game, whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm.
And right next to the sawdust, it's a great opportunity in summer for us.
Yeah, it's such a good location. It's perfect. And I love that kind of, the whole family vibe. And we're going to get into that today because we're going to be talking about the impact of social interaction on our health. And so we're going to get into all those details and everything. But first, I just kind of want to hear about, the story of this place, how it got started, how you got into it, and tell us a little bit about the process and journey.
How much time do we have?
Well, we have some time. People are excited to be here.
Yeah.
If you're out there, you can just be eating your lunch while you're joining us, Lunch with the Doc every Wednesday.
So the company started in 2014 with Brent Renard and Mike Lombardo. We were friends, been friends a long time, and home brewing. And we started looking into a project in downtown where the old Ocean Avenue Brewery was.
Okay.
As things would have it, we didn't end up there. And we came out here with a couple hurdles to jump through and a new landlord. Mm-hmm. We ended up signing a lease here, and in the long process to get something built in Laguna Beach, we built out a existing brewery in Rancho Santa Margarita. We came in, they moved out, and kept moving along with this project. So as I mentioned, 1 year ago, at the end of the month, we've been here in this location, finally, in our marquee, the town of Laguna Beach with our name on the building. So it's been a fun story and never easy, as you set out and envisioned. Let's start a brewery. But Mike and Brent kept forging through, and I came aboard in February of last year to run the operations, which is the restaurant side of things. And I handle some of the marketing, and just I'm stoked to be back in my hometown with this spot for our locals and friends to hang out.
So fun. I love it. And you guys have live music sometimes.
We do. It's kind of a place that we always wanted, a place for live music, fun events. We've got reggae Sundays once a month, and in the summertime they're going to go every Sunday.
Cool. I'll be here.
Yeah, right. I'll see you. Happy hour, and we're doing, that's Monday through Friday.
Fun.
We also got trivia night on Tuesdays. We were sold out last night, so that was a great crowd, and it's been a lot of fun. We're involving some of our community, so we had some guest hosts last night.
Okay, cool.
So kind of great topics for today with the social interaction. A lot of people smiling, having fun with trivia, learn something.
Yeah.
All over a little bit of beer, or kombucha, wine, whatever you might enjoy.
I love that. And we're going to be talking a little bit about the health benefits of beer specifically, and of wine, and just alcohol in moderation really is actually good for your health. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that. And we have some amazing food coming. So there's healthy options here for food. So Rob's going to kind of explain what we've got coming out.
All right.
Make some space for this beautiful display. Glorious. It smells so good. You guys can't smell it, but it smells awesome.
So if you can see, we are not just beer. We've got a great talent in the kitchen. Mike Falcone's our head chef. And we've kind of he's done a really good job with the variation in the menu. So it's not just pizza and beer. There's some other healthy items for you. We've got a meat and cheese plate. So that sense of breaking bread with your friends and neighbors, that's kind of where that goes from. And who doesn't like a little bit of meat and cheese? It's
so good.
Charcuterie. Whole grain mustard, prosciutto. We've got a bacon jam that he makes. It's amazing. If you're a bacon eater. We've got not only cow's milk but sheep's milk. So if you don't eat any dairy, you've got the sheep's milk opportunity there for you. We have a canyon wrap here, which is with roasted vegetables, mushrooms, onions, arugula, bell peppers, a little bit of Gouda cheese, and it's smoked Gouda. It's like what makes it for me.
Oh yeah, that's so good.
And this one is our pear and gorgonzola salad, which has a roasted chicken breast, boshed pears, balsamic vinaigrettes, and wild arugula. And we have our Brussels sprouts. Super good. Tons of vitamins in there for you.
I love Brussels sprouts.
Hated them as a kid. Hated them.
Yeah, and then you get older, you're like, Brussels sprouts are the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for those meat eaters, you can add bacon to this, which I am. But sesame and a little bit of soy glaze. It's amazing.
Yum, so good.
Yeah.
So these are super good options for healthy eating and so fun. You get to come here, hang out, have some fun events, and eat good food and drink good beer.
Yes.
Yeah, so tell us about
Shall we segue
beer.
right into that?
Yeah.
My favorite part of the conversation. My mom might be watching. Laguna Beach Beer Company, we can some of our beers to go. This is called a crowler. In it, I have our secondary blonde ale. It's only 5%. So it's a lighter beer, and as you mentioned, moderation. Don't need to be getting blitzed and getting back on the road, or maybe you do. Depends on your night. Is it Friday?
Is it Friday yet?
Yes.
Couple more days.
But this is going to be one of our lighter beers, our lightest beer. And
Nice.
dripping all over the place here.
I'm gonna try it.
So you can see light in color. One of our flagship beers. It's on the menu year round, but it's light in color, as you can see.
So
And,
good.
Low in ABV, which is alcohol by volume.
Okay.
So that way you can enjoy a full beer and not do too many damages to your
Yeah.
body. But like you said, there's a great health benefit to loosening up a little bit with friends and family or coworkers, and this is a great catalyst for that.
Yeah, it really is. Okay, have you ever heard that didn't beer come from monks? And they created it when they were like fasting.
Yes.
And they wanted to have nutrients and everything during their fast.
Yeah, and there's nutrients in beer. Go figure.
Yeah.
There's recipes going back to Egyptian days as well, and having bread gotten soaked by rain and creating this alcoholized water or fermented bread. But many, it's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And a lot of benefits to it.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of those benefits. So the hops in some beer, it's not in all beers, right? Hops are only in some?
In all beer.
In all beer,
One of
there's
the
hops.
4
Okay.
main ingredients is in all beers.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So I'm learning.
Hops, water, barley, and yeast.
Okay, got it. So hops is a super high antioxidant. Yeah, because it has what's flavonoids, right?
Flavonoids.
Yeah. So that's really good, and that has actually been found in studies to have anti-cancer properties to it, and then like a lot of different just really good things that come from antioxidants and everything like that. So hops is one of the things, as I was looking up, all the health benefits of beer, is that hops comes up in a lot of the different areas of why beer is beneficial. So I think that's super cool. So do different beers have different levels of hops?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. So this will be a milder hop and a minute amount in comparison to an IPA. So it's a lot softer than an IPA can be as far as bitterness goes. Some of the trendy IPAs, they're hazy IPAs. They're using certain hops that give some juiciness quality to it, a lot of citrus, passion fruit, tropical fruits, those kinds of things. But they will tend to be a little bit more bitter in many cases. And in the brewing process, you can add hops that are called bittering hops that will make a beer more bitter. And then there's a dry hop process, which is after the beer's been fermented. You add in hops like you would a sachet of tea, and you let that flavor the beer, and you won't get as much bitterness, but more of the aroma
Okay.
and the taste in your mouth.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. So good. Yeah. Well, I want to read through some of these health benefits because I just think this is so cool. There's 13 that we found. So the anti-cancer potential that I talked about, and there's a couple studies. There's one in the European Journal of Cancer, and it said that beer constituents have a potential cancer chemopreventative agents, and that would be the hops that I talked about. There was also a study done in Japan that found that had benefits as well for cancer prevention, and one by the Molecular Cancer Therapeutics Journal. So that's pretty cool. Then it also protects the heart, so it's the vitamin B6. Yeah, B6 in it that helps the heart, and there was a study done in Spain that helped to back that up as well. There's a lot of minerals in the beer, huh? There's a lot of nutrients and minerals and vitamins and everything.
And it's mainly water. So if you got good clean water in your area, or our brewer preps water and adds or takes away certain elements, but there's still a lot of minerals in the water as well, and the grain.
Yeah, it comes from the grain. So then it also says that it can increase bone density, which is super cool. It controls diabetes by the it just says, moderate consumption can help control diabetes. And that's kind of one of the keys that's in here, is that it says moderate consumption on all these. And so it's just keeping it moderate, and balance is really the key to so many things in health, right?
Health and balance.
And in life, health and balance. That's it. That's where the name comes from. The vitamin B12 helps to prevent anemia, which is super cool, and the folic acid in it as well. And then the vitamin E helps to delay aging, is really good for the skin.
You should drink more.
Yeah, you should. I know, right? Let's look younger. And then it can help to even increase good cholesterol levels and decrease the bad cholesterol levels, which is cool. It also improves digestion with the different digestive properties. It can stimulate the gastric acid and pancreatic enzymes, which is cool. So keeps the tummy good. And then it's high in potassium and magnesium, which can help with risk of kidney stones. Yeah.
That's not to mention it's a de-stressor.
Exactly. That's one of the last ones that can segue into social interaction. Because it really is such a de-stressor. And stress is such a huge part of health and health issues and challenges and everything.
Unless you're Maria, she's always happy. So.
Oh, thank you. I try, but I get stressed sometimes.
We all do, right?
We all do.
Finding a way to balance it and using whatever your hobbies are. We've got the great outdoors here, but you need to provide your body with good nutrients. And, a vessel for that would be us. Come on down.
Yeah. So the social interaction component is interesting when we look at something called blue zones. There was a man his name's Dan. Gotta get his name. I'll get it in a second. But anyways, he studied blue zones, which are these 5 areas in the world where people live the longest. They live up to 90 and over 100, and so it's the highest concentration of the longest living people in the world. And there's 5 of them. There's one in Icaria, Greece, Ogliastra, Sardinia, which is in Italy, Okinawa, Japan, Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica, and then close to us in Loma Linda. So he found that there's all these specific components that all of those places share that leads to the healthiest and longest living people in the world. So those they all move naturally. So it's a place where people can walk a lot. They don't necessarily need to go to the gym, but they're just always constantly active throughout the day, which is great here in Laguna. We can do that.
Do we not have all that here?
I know, we have all of it.
And the ocean.
And the ocean. We have it all. We can be a blue zone.
Yes.
Let's become a blue zone.
Let's make a blue zone.
Yeah. He does blue zone projects, basically, where he goes to different places in the United States and tries to set up more of a blue zone type life there.
Let's do this.
So I think we should do it.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to become the next blue zone.
This is the start of it all.
This is the start.
Mark this day.
Yes. They have more of a plant-based diet. So like we have here, lots of lovely plants. So, we talk a lot about the ketogenic diet and the benefits of that, and there's a lot of research to that as well. But there's also a lot of research talking about the benefits of more of a plant-based diet, and that's what he found in these blue zones. And then they also have a sense of purpose, a high sense of purpose, and that comes a lot from community. And he talks a lot about that they have a tribal sense as well. Just they have this sense of social interaction, sense of purpose within their own community, and they have a lot of times where they have fun together, and they create events and traditions. And so I love that about what you guys do, is a lot of events and just bring the whole family down, because that's one thing they say is very much of a family focus in these blue zones.
Yes. Well, you want me to segue into some events?
Sure. Yeah. Let's hear it.
Well, one of the best ones and closest ones we have coming up is called Bend and Beer. That's coming up this Saturday.
Fun.
So speaking of healthy activity, yoga is going to start at 10 a.m. And then we're going to have some of our local partners like Mango Hot Sauce and Kung Fu Tonic, which is another great antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. We're making micheladas with some of those ingredients, and we've got Blessed Booch, local booch maker, and we're doing mimosas with that.
Fun.
And having some great food items out there for everybody. So just along the lines of that sense of community, come on down, do some yoga, hang out with your friends, family, whatever it might be. But we're trying to create more events for our community to come together and use this space that we have here for everybody. We've got, like these things we mentioned, the trivia night and games, and we've done fundraisers here for certain local charities. Most recently was the Taste for Charity down the street. So If you have anything out there you would like us to participate in, come on down and speak to me, and we'll have some more fun stuff down here.
Yes, that sounds awesome. I want to come.
Yeah.
Saturday at 10, Bend and Beer. That sounds great. And that incorporates a lot of the Blue Zone things. You got the moving naturally, you got the community, you got the healthy diet, you got alcohol in moderation. So that's all good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Fits.
Yeah, it totally fits the Blue Zone. So yeah, I mean, and then he talks about that a lot of these Blue Zones have wine at 5. So he talks about alcohol in moderation is really beneficial for the health.
Good.
And he talks about this 80% rule that they do, where they eat to 80% of fullness. So they don't get too full. They actually have like caloric restriction, and there's fasting incorporated into these Blue Zones as well, which I've been doing a lot of intermittent fasting. Have you tried that ever?
Yeah, we do it at home.
Okay, cool.
Stop eating around 8 and get back on it about noon.
Yeah.
So we'll try that every day, and it's helping.
Yeah, it's really good. There's so much research out about the benefits of it.
You find out you're less hungry than you thought you'd be.
Yeah, totally. You're just like, oh, I'm good. Yeah, and it's just like such a good rest for your digestive system, and it's when your body's really in that like repairing stage rather than like growing and building. Which it's funny, we think we need to like always be building, but it's like it's good to
It's your body, and we were hunter-gatherers, right?
Yeah.
We may not find food for half a day or a full day, so the body's gonna handle it.
Yeah, it's good. So another cool study on the social interaction is that there's a lot of studies that find that laughter is super good for your health, that it increases your heart health and your circulation and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure there's lots of laughter going on in here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we should do a
This
comedy
can
night.
help with more laughter.
Yes. I always get a little giggly after a beer.
Yeah.
Good start.
It's a good start. And then hugs too. Hugs have been found to really prevent people from getting sick more easily, and then when they actually are sick, that they get better faster. That was a study out of Carnegie Mellon, which I think is super good. So lots of hugs when you're in a communal place like this.
Yeah. If you want to start with free hugs, we'll have a sign out for you.
Yeah, it's good. I'll be the free hug person. Just fuck that, give me a hug. I actually saw a guy down on the beach yesterday who does that yoga laughter in the mornings at Main Beach. Have you heard of that?
No, it sounds like fun though.
Yeah, they just like meet and they just laugh and do yoga every morning. I'm like, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, right?
I think they start by actually just like fake laughing, and then it like turns into just like a whole roll of real laughter.
Yeah.
I'm like, that sounds awesome.
It's a great idea.
I know.
You have to force it sometimes upon yourself.
Exactly, and then it just comes naturally, yeah.
Good.
So social interaction is huge. It's really good for your health. So that's a good tip for the day. Just go out and get some time with your friends, your family. Start moving naturally, more walks. We talked about that a couple lunch with the docs ago, is that how important walking is and moving naturally. He's got some more goodies to show us.
So, as I mentioned, we've got a nice varied menu. Some other options for the group that you might come down with to socially interact with is a gluten-free beer. It's a blonde ale. And then we have a new product called June Shine. That's actually made with green tea instead of black tea. So June kombucha is different than regular kombucha. This is cucumber mojito. So it's like vacation in a can. A new company out of San Diego. Only 6% alcohol, so you could probably we can split it and try it if you like.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
I love
It is.
hard kombucha.
Dr. G says it gives you a buzz outside and a buzz inside. Or a
That's
glow
true.
inside, glow outside.
That's good. June shine. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yay.
See, we're already laughing.
I
Having a good
know.
time.
We're already having a good time.
Only one sip of beer. We love it.
I know. I love it. So good. So I normally do Boochcraft, but I've been having some June Shine lately, and it's so good. I like that this one's made with green tea.
It is. You can taste it. The cucumber is very present in this one.
Yeah, it's so good.
Which is also very good for you. And nice tartness as well from the kombucha. But, you don't need to have a big giant beer of it. Split a can with a friend and have a good time.
Yep. I love it. That's so good. Yeah.
We also have kombucha on draft as well. There's a ginger lime one. To me, it reminds me of a Moscow Mule.
Ooh, there you go.
It's good stuff.
That's really good.
Wine and the gluten-free beer. So there is something for everybody.
Yeah.
Break bread and cheers to your friend.
Yeah, I love it. So good.
What else?
So changing topics a little bit, you've been a patient at Health and Balance.
I have.
Can you share a little bit of your experience there?
Absolutely. I think 24 years ago I started seeing Dr. G.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Yeah. I was playing water polo at the high school and just had some back problems, and he's kept me upright, I can say. So great space. The interior has clouds painted on the ceiling, so when you're laying on the table and getting therapy, you kind of drift off into a calm sense of healing. And everyone there you interact with, like yourselves, and all the staff there is very, very warm and friendly, and educational, like offering tips and caring, and to the point where you get phone calls at home checking on your status. So there's a reason I've been there, going there for 24 years. Sometimes I need just a little tune-up, and sometimes I need some damage control, but living that active lifestyle, getting older, it's a great space, and they've integrated so many parts. You guys have like 3 different levels?
Yeah, we have 3 levels. So we have more of our chiropractic focus, then we have like our therapy team and hands-on massage and DMS and stuff like that, and then we have our medical suite that we opened about 4 years ago, or 5. And so that has our IV nutritional therapy, our stem cell therapy, integrative cancer care. So a lot of different components. Dr. Marcella is our medical director there. And then naturopathic work and nutrition and supplementation. So yeah, it's fun. We get to incorporate a lot of different pieces to the whole being.
It's been so cool to see the business grow from small chiropractic office with the 2, Gary and Lisa, and the family coming up. But it's nice to see all the different incorporations that you guys have added to, because they're from talking and trying to spread the word about you guys. You get some people who are like, "What's that? Voodoo magic? All natural medicine," and it's more widely accepted now. And the nice thing is you're integrating some of that stuff to educate people about it. And, supplements and the therapy. I mean, just take care of your body. As the name Health and Balance refers, there's so many different pieces to keeping your body like a fine-tuned machine. You guys have got it.
Thank you. Yeah, and social interaction is one of those things. So this is the place to be. This is the community spot for Laguna. So you guys better come down to Laguna Beach Beer Company pretty soon here. Have some beer, have some food.
Yeah.
Ben, do you still have spots for Saturday?
We still have some spots. You can reply to avivagraces at gmail.com, or check out our Facebook or social media handles, Laguna Beach Beer Company, all one word. And we're here 12 o'clock every day on weekdays, and weekends we open at 11 a.m. and we're open through dinner. As I mentioned, happy hour 3 to 6, Monday through Friday.
Cool.
Live music, and Sawdust opening is coming up at the end of June.
Ooh, yes.
We're putting together, planning a party for after the Sawdust.
Fun. That's awesome.
A lot of good times. We actually were wall-to-wall people, so we're looking at extending the parking lot. Again, a place to socially interact with your friends, family, and co-workers. It'll be a fun time with music going on in the parking lot. So stay tuned on our social, or come on by and check out what we have going on.
Yes, that's awesome. I'll be there for sure. And then we have an event coming up on Tuesday. We're doing a lunch regenerative medicine seminar. So we're going to be talking about stem cell therapy and PRP for joint health. So it's a free lunch, and you can come and just learn about all that and how it can help you. So you can find that on our website and everything. So lots of fun events coming up to keep you healthy and enjoying life and everything. So come to Laguna Beach Beer Company. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming on in. Please check out Health and Balance. They're amazing out there.
Oh, thank you. Well, have a good Wednesday, guys. We'll see you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Double fisted. Let's do it.
Double fisted.
It's only Wednesday, people.
It's only Wednesday, but you can still party on Wednesday, you know?